Welcome back, Titanium Hanger. This is Mike. I'm coming at you with another video. This time I want to talk to you about the KO version of the MP10, and it's the MP10X or MP10CH Chrome version, and it is really awesome. And I just want to show you this still, how they want to show how everything glistens in the cartoon and is metallic looking, and I love the metallic look, and I'm going to show you some comparisons. So here we are with the MP10 CH Chrome or X, very metallic and beautiful. And then this is actually a KO of the actual MP10, and I've got two real ones behind it. But the KO of the MP10 is a perfect, exact one-to-one replica. And I sold my other three MP10s off, to generate a couple, $1,000 or whatever. Anyway, so moving on, this is a big deal for a lot of reasons. This Chrome dude just looks amazing. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you what he looks like in my display, and I have lights in my display, and I don't have DTOFs. I have actual shelves with LED lighting, and it's much different than what a DTOF experience is. But this thing looks amazing. In fact, when I pull this guy out, which could have been like pulling this guy out, put him in, it's amazing. So I'm going to show you all the differences, the pluses, the minuses. I mean, there's some minuses. And let's get into it. First thing we'll talk about is the packaging. The left side is the KO box from the one that's an exact one-to-one replica. And then the right side is the actual, it kind of got beat up, but I ordered it from Show Z, and they ship it pretty good usually. These boxes are not strong, so they can't hold up. Next, I want to show off the accessories or the pack ends, and they have the same, except the Chrome one has a card. So let's look at the card. Looks good. Doesn't look Chrome to me. It looks like an exact replica of a MP10 card, Convoy. Next, I want to show you this axe. If I go really fast, it's because I got to beat my friend Ben at Ben's K Electables, because he's going to have this up like before me if I don't hurry up, and he's going to edit more heavily than I do, so I don't have to wait for it to render. So boom, I'm going to beat him this time. Anyway, this is with the KO version of MP10, and if you look, it's actually a different color, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second. But the one with the metallic one shows a metallic, shiny. I like this better. I've never been much for the clear. I know the cartoon showed it clear like it was a lightsaber. It's not a lightsaber. But this just looks so much better. So you can see how much darker this is. This is the metallic version. And then the actual KO is darker too, but transparent. And I kind of think the KO nailed the transparency better, in my opinion. Next, I want to talk about the matrices, or the matrix eye. How do you say it, plural matrix? But they're both made of die-cast metal, and this one looks like the knockoff, or, well, the one I paid like $8, and I got a bunch of them online just to throw around Grimlock and a few other ones just for fun. This looks just like it, and it has that light piping, if you can see. So does the metallic one, has a metallic finish. I can't get it on camera. It still has light piping through it. It's very, very small compared to this guy who has a lot. This isn't paint. I don't know what they did. But if you compare the matrices, this one for the first KO is more darker, closer to the original, and this one here is much different. The next accessory I want to compare is this blaster. I mean, obviously it folds up still the same way. Boom. But this thing is shiny. And I'm not going to lie, I really love this thing. I love how shiny this is. You know, it's got the end of the barrel. It even looks like it's got a piece of glass. I can't get that in there. Like a piece of glass or clear plastic in the tip of it to make it look more realistic. It's got paint. It's painted right here with the silver. It's painted on the back with the silver. It's beautiful. Now you compare it to the non-shiny reflective paint of the MP10, and it looks bland. The MP10 one looks bland. I mean, this is a step up. Next, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the actual figure comparisons. Now, as you can see, this is KO of this guy. Perfect representation of the paint, perfect representation of the gloss, or lack thereof. And the problem is with this guy is I put actually the Power of the Prime's gun with him because his gun is, it's a KO, so his gun is a weird color. And so I don't like that gun. I keep it, I just don't like it. Now this one here, okay, so he has the actual emblem on it. And I ordered mine from Shozi, and I think you can get them right now for like 83 bucks. I paid 95. So you're getting a $12 discount if you order it now. If I would have waited, I'd have got a $12 discount. But I pre-ordered it. And, you know, I've got a pre-order video. I have a video about should you pre-order or should you wait. And this guy, now, is my best example of you should wait. Huh. Just, what, 1 week, 17 days, whatever, till I actually got this. But look at the beautiful... it's going to sell out so fast because it's so amazing. And then people are going to charge $130 for it. That's what happened with the gold, the MP10G. I got my MP10G, I waited and waited, and I couldn't find one cheaper than $130, so I just bit the bullet. And then, like, I don't know, 3 weeks later, he was gone off the market. A year after that, I sold it for, like, what, $1,000? So, this guy won't go for $1,000. But there's another point to this, but look at the shininess and how beautiful he is. He's going to take my slot, and you're going to see what he looks like in my display here in a little bit. But there's 2 more, maybe 3 more versions of Optimus Prime coming out. And I've got a video for that. I'll put in my link down below. And I'll also put a link down below where I got this guy, Shozi. And I'm not, you know, supporting Shozi. I'm not an affiliate of his yet. But please step up and let me become an affiliate, because I have never been done wrong by them. Aside from the fact that the Zeta Toys aerial bot, the ZBO2, is listed in stock. I bought one, and then they came back and said it's out of stock, refunded my money, and I'm okay with that. But anyway, so I'm struggling to get me a ZBO2, if anybody knows where one is. So the next comparison I want to make is next to the, well, this is KFC's Transistor. And KFC's Transistor first originated as a highly glossy metallic look, which I loved. And when I finally bit the bullet, I bought the, is it Titan's Returns? No, it's the Combiner Wars version. And I put them on my shelf, and I said, that's going to be my blaster on my Masterpiece shelf. And then after about a week of looking at them, and then a week of looking at this guy, I said, hold on, I need this guy on my shelf. This guy is awesome. This guy is every bit as good as the Masterpiece version of Soundwave, with a metallic look and all that. And I had to get him, so I looked online, and most people just had that standard red version for like $130, but I went ahead and bought this guy's entire MP third-party collection and got such a good deal. I bought like, what, 8 figures off him for $400. This was one of them, and he got me into third-party big time. And I'd have to say that this guy is 10 times shinier than this guy. And you don't want to transform him because he'll flake. You don't want to pose him too dynamic or he'll flake. I'm going to follow those rules for him. But I also had the MP10G. I never posed him further than like, you know, 1/10 of a change in the joints. Next thing I want to compare him to is Wei Zhang. Now, Wei Zhang fixed a lot of the things that I had, the problems I had, the things that were issues for me with the MP10. And the MP10 mold has these gigantic lower legs. And if you look at the way he's featured here in this release, I was looking at those lower legs. And I had 2 of these. You ever know that grandfather that tells you the old story 100 times? I was looking at these legs. on this guy and said, I've got an MPO1 and those legs look super chunky. And how come they couldn't fix that? And my MPO1's legs look better. And I passed on two of the. I had two in my hands for $100 a piece before they skyrocketed to 300. And then Toys R Us actually upped the price to 130 3 days later, and I never got the buy one get one half off sale, and I was looking for this ever since, and now I'm inundated with them. But the problem was these lower legs killed me, and I had to put them back on the shelf. So my grandpa's story about how things were better when I was a kid, well, guess what? They weren't really better when I was a kid, because if you've seen G1 Optimus Prime, it was great for then, but lousy for now. So MP10 is a great mold. And I'm going to get into talking about what I expect out of future molds. So there's a Infinite Transformations, is it called? Infinite Transformations? I might be wrong on that. You have Magic Square for sure, and you have Takara for sure coming out with theirs. Now, I think Takara is going to blow it out of the water. Everybody's going to MP36 it. They're going to be like, he doesn't look that great. He looks okay, but not that great. But then they're going to love it when they get it, and then gush like crazy, and then act like there's not ever going to be a better version. There'll be a better Megatron than MP36. In 2036. So last thing I want to say is that I just really don't think that the camera shows the super glistening effect of this guy. I mean, it almost looks like it's just a paint job, but man, this thing looks great. This is going to shine, and you're about to see it when I'm done talking and I'm blowing all this hot air at you. The ending is going to be with this guy in my display. But I do want to say that I love this thing. It's going to be my definitive version till I find another one coming out, and I compare every other one to this version. And here he is with all of his goodness. You can see all of the beautiful glistening effects underneath these beautiful LED lights. Man, he looks great leading this whole group of Autobots to success. And I want to leave you with Tigerium Hanger. Optimus Prime. Out.